Multimedia Publishing Incorporated of Denver, Colorado presents Administration, Reject Analysis, and Standardizing Techniques, Lesson 1, in the Quality Assurance in Diagnostic Radiology series, written by Rita J. Cusworth. This audiovisual presentation should be used in conjunction with the review exercises found in your student workbook. You should now have the title frame in view and be ready to proceed with the audiovisual presentation. Remember to listen and watch carefully and write in your student workbook only when directed to do so. Number 2. A simple definition of quality assurance is the process of ensuring that a product or service has achieved a certain degree of excellence. Definitions relating quality assurance to a radiology facility are more extensive, though. The Federal Register of April 28, 1978, defines quality assurance as the planned and systematic actions that provide adequate confidence that a diagnostic X-ray facility will produce consistently high-quality images with minimum exposure of the patients and medical personnel. The Register also states that the determination of what constitutes high quality will be made by the facility producing the images. Number 3. A quality assurance program should be implemented at any facility where diagnostic X-ray equipment is in operation. Any X-ray facility, regardless of size, can and should benefit from a quality assurance program. The primary purpose of this audiovisual presentation is to discuss what is needed in a basic quality assurance program. The 8-step methodology discussed in the 3 lessons of this series can be used equally well in a one-room, one-machine facility or in a large multi-room department of radiology. Number 4. In order to be successful, a quality assurance program must be instituted in a logical and systematic way. In this series, we'll present an 8-step method for implementing a quality assurance program. In this lesson, we'll discuss the first 3 steps of the program: selecting personnel and defining their duties, implementing a reject analysis, and standardizing radiographic technical factors. In Lesson 2, we'll cover selecting tests and test equipment, as well as the procedures for actually performing quality assurance tests. The last 3 steps are taking action to correct problems, maintaining a quality assurance manual, and expanding the program once it is established. We'll talk about those final steps in Lesson 3. After completing this series, you will have an overview of all the elements of a quality assurance program and the practical knowledge to implement each step in the program. Number 5. After completing Section A of this lesson, you will be able to define quality assurance program, and quality control techniques. Identify the main goals of a quality assurance program. List the major responsibilities of quality assurance personnel. Identify the individuals who should be involved in a quality assurance program. And describe the tasks of a quality assurance committee. Number 6. Let's begin by defining a few basic terms. As we mentioned, quality assurance consists of planned and systematic actions to ensure that high-quality images will be produced with minimum exposure of patients and personnel. The Federal Register defines a quality assurance program as an organized entity designed to provide quality assurance for a diagnostic radiology facility. One method for providing quality assurance is through quality control techniques, defined as those techniques used in the monitoring or testing and maintenance of the components of an X-ray system. Number 7. There are 4 major areas that must be considered in a quality assurance program: the film system, the radiographic equipment, the radiographer, and the patient. The film system consists of darkrooms, processors, cassettes, intensifying screens, the film itself, and illuminators. Number 8. The radiographic equipment must be monitored and maintained. Radiographic equipment consists of the X-ray tube and collimator, as well as the generator, radiation protection devices, grids, and fluoroscopic equipment. Number 9. The third and fourth areas of consideration involve the human dimension of the quality assurance program. Without competent radiographers committed to quality, the program cannot succeed. Conversely, a well-run quality assurance program can help radiographers improve their performance. Finally, we cannot forget the patient. After all, the patient is the reason for the existence of the radiology facility. Quality assurance involves the quality of care that a patient receives when he or she is in the radiology department. Number 10. The first step in establishing a quality assurance program is determining how it is to be administered and who is to be responsible for making it work. In terms of overall responsibility, the Joint Commission on Accreditation of Hospitals states that the radiologist director of the radiology department is responsible for the maintenance of a quality control program. The Bureau of Radiological Health recommends that the owner or practitioner in charge of the facility has primary responsibility for implementing and maintaining the quality assurance program. Number 11. One of the first activities that must occur in setting up a quality assurance program is establishing the program's goals. Certain goals are standard in almost any program. A primary goal is to reduce the number of repeated radiographs. By reducing repeat radiographs, radiation exposure to the patient is decreased, and the time and cost of performing examinations are reduced. In addition, the program should strive to achieve an overall improvement in image quality, a consistent production of quality diagnostic radiographs, and an improvement in the overall efficiency of the department. Take a moment to study these 6 goals. Number 12. The physician in charge will usually delegate responsibility to one radiographer to manage the day-to-day operation of the program. The selection of this individual will often depend upon the size and structure of the department. In a 1 or 2 room facility, the chief technologist will almost always be responsible for the management of the program. If the department has 3 to 5 rooms, then the chief or assistant chief radiographer or another radiographer can be assigned the tasks of quality assurance technologist. Larger institutions often employ 1 or more persons specifically designated as quality assurance technologists. In some large university hospitals, a physicist or a radiological engineer may be designated as the person responsible for the quality assurance program. Number 13. Regardless of who is assigned to manage the program, this person will have certain basic responsibilities. These should include the regular monitoring of radiographic equipment and film processors, an analysis of quality for all radiographs produced by the department, troubleshooting problems as they arise, and establishing standards for film quality, technical factors, and positioning. Number 14. Additional responsibilities of quality assurance personnel should include keeping program records, verifying that problems have been solved, developing purchase specifications for new equipment, and auditing the quality of service to patients and referring physicians. These 8 responsibilities can be used to develop a job description for the quality assurance technologist. For the program to be truly successful, the responsibilities of all individuals participating in it should be clearly specified. Number 15. To implement a truly successful program, the cooperation of every staff member is imperative. To encourage this cooperation, the person in charge should present the purpose and goals of the quality assurance program. This presentation should help to avoid indifference, confusion, and misconceptions regarding the program. Staff technologists, in particular, should be encouraged to participate in quality assurance activities. When conducting tests in a particular room, if possible, quality assurance personnel may request that the radiographer assigned to that room assist in performing the tests and analyzing the results. If poor radiographs are taken, it is more difficult for the radiographer to blame equipment malfunction if he or she participated in the tests and understands the functions and limitations of that equipment. By participating in equipment tests, the staff radiographer can also be trained to look for possible problems and report them to appropriate personnel before a room breakdown occurs. If the department has a teaching program, the student should be encouraged to participate in quality assurance testing. Quality assurance test devices are excellent tools for teaching students some of the basic operating concepts of X-ray equipment. Number 16. Darkroom personnel can play an active role in processor monitoring. If properly trained, darkroom technicians can expose and process sensitometric strips, periodically test for safe light fog, check replenishment levels, and monitor processor temperatures. Such duties will add to their feelings of importance and responsibility in the department. Number 17. Outside consultants, such as physicists, professional service engineers, and representatives from film, chemical, processor, and equipment companies, may also become an active part of the Quality Assurance Task Force. These individuals are especially important when corrective action is needed. Outside consultants often contribute most effectively when there is a written agreement between them and the department that clearly specifies the services they will perform. The overall responsibility for the program, however, must remain with the radiology department. Number 18. In large radiology departments, quality assurance programs operate more effectively under the direction of a quality assurance committee. The committee's primary function is to maintain lines of communication among those individuals involved with the program. In addition, the committee should establish policies and individual responsibilities. Representatives from each part of the quality assurance program serve as members of the committee. In smaller departments, the person or persons performing quality assurance measures, along with professional service engineers and outside consultants, serve as the Quality Assurance Committee. Number 19. An early task of the Quality Assurance Committee is to determine the objectives for the Quality Assurance Program. These objectives include the goals mentioned earlier, reduction of repeats, and improvement of image quality and consistency. Additional objectives are based upon the needs and strengths of the specific department. Some common objectives for quality assurance programs are listed here. Number 20. The Quality Assurance Committee should meet regularly to determine if the program goals are being met. This can be accomplished using such evaluative measures as reviewing the reject analysis and critiquing radiographs passed as diagnostic. The committee also needs to discuss problem areas as they are identified. It is important to stress that any successful quality assurance program is only as good as the administrative support the program receives. One person should not be expected to carry out all of the quality assurance tasks. The idea of a team effort must be emphasized. Number 21. This completes Section A on the administration of a quality assurance program. You should now be ready for Review Exercise A in your workbook. When you have completed the exercise, turn to the answer page at the end of the Review Exercise section and check your work. Then restart the tape. Stop the tape now. You should have completed Review Exercise A and checked your answers. If your score is less than 80%, you should review this material again before proceeding to Section B. A score above 80% deserves congratulations. It indicates that you are mastering the material. Number 22. Implementation of a reject analysis is the second step in establishing a quality assurance program. A reject analysis is a systematic study of all radiographs determined to be unacceptable by the quality control technologist or the reading physician. All radiographs judged undiagnostic should be analyzed periodically throughout the year. Number 23. After completing Section B, you will be able to define reject analysis,